Hello, everybody. So I was talking to my cousin yesterday, and I was just asking some questions. And of course, I've asked him questions before relating to COVID and stuff. So I mean, I talk to my cousins here and there, and I know what they're going through. Kind of. So I just wanted to talk about how COVID has affected like us, as indigenous. Um, living at home versus living in the city and so on. I'm gonna try to include everything. Um, so first, I'm gonna start off with my family. Um, so we live in the city, in the big city, Los Angeles, California. It's a big city. Um, and the stats are out there for our city, so I'm not gonna share that. But basically, when COVID started, mm, my dad kept working. My brother was mm, on and off work, so because they were essential, so they're needed, but at the same time they're adjusting their schedule. So basically, my brother and dad, their schedule was adjusted in the beginning of COVID. Then eventually they started working every day because they were essential. The job they do requires them to, you know, um, go to work every day. So you know, um, for my brother, since works for, he kind of works for the government. I'm not sure. I think he does. Um, so, oh, he works for yeah, the city, or I believe so. The city or government, whatever you call it. So he got paid like those days that he was supposed to be off. He got paid when had COVID and stuff. So, you know, it was good for him. Yeah, he wasn't affected that bad. Um, my dad, his hours were reduced, so he went from like working 5 days a week, 10 hours 5 days a week, 10 hours a day, to like 4 days a week, 10 hours a day, or like 8 hours a day. So yeah, he's still affected with that. They don't have enough work. They don't give many hours, so that's that. And then for me, I mean, I was going to school, and then like I was doing online school, and then that was pretty much it. Like the college closed, so um I was doing online school and I wasn't good at it. I was just like, I'm not gonna say what I did, but I was just going to online school, and that was it. Which didn't really make a difference whether it's at home or not. I'm not sure. um it was just weird. I don't know how to explain that situation. And my mom, she kind of had to work, but she kind of had to work, but at the same time she didn't. Like, not everybody would call her back for what she does. My mom does housekeeping, so she would get a lot less jobs. Her One of her boss did give her money like here and there. Like they would just tell my mom, "Oh, here's a check. Take care. Blah blah. Don't come right now." Because a lot of people she works for are kind of old. Not that old, but they're at that age where you need to be careful. So, I mean, some of the people she worked for were nice. They would like give her money, like even though she wasn't doing housekeeping for them. So I mean, you know, um, that happened. So my family, I guess, wasn't affected that bad with um, the whole situation. So out of everyone in my family, my brother and my dad, or just my brother, um, he was the only one that got COVID. So no one else in my family got COVID. I haven't gotten COVID. So yeah, my brother one day came like to the house, and he was like, "Oh," he's like, "I'm feeling sick," and I was like, he told his work and blah blah, and he got tested and didn't give him his results till like, I think 2 weeks later, which was kind of, I don't know, it was weird and stuff. Like it took literally 2 weeks for him to get the results, and then they were asking for his results at work, and like he actually had COVID. So Yeah, I thought I was like, fuck. I was like, damn, I'm about to get COVID too. But I don't know. I didn't get tested. I didn't feel any symptoms. I was like, I don't know. I don't feel like going to get tested. Waste the test when I don't feel symptoms. I didn't feel anything, so I was like, okay, maybe I don't have COVID. So I just didn't end up getting tested. And I didn't end up feeling sick. So um, I'm pretty sure I did not get COVID. But maybe I did, but I doubt it. Because I would have felt the symptoms. So yeah, that happened. And now moving on to like my indigenous family. Okay, so my family is indigenous, and their way of life is farming. They live off the land. They don't really have a job. I mean, farming is a job, but they don't get paid for it. Um, so basically, the way it is, they live in like a rural area, like it's just forest and stuff, and just a lot of green. And pretty much, I was talking to my cousin like here and there, and they don't wear masks. They don't get COVID tested. They don't even know where to get COVID tested. Mm, they go to work every day, because it's farming. It's not like they're talking to a bunch of group of people. It's just like they go to their land, they do what they gotta do. They gotta cut some things up, they gotta plant some stuff. They do that, so they gotta take care of the land. And then it's not like they get on a, how do you say it, like a bus or anything like that. They walk all the way to their property to plant or to do whatever they gotta do. So it's not like they get on public transportation. They walk to their destination. So they're more likely to get they're not very likely to get exposed to COVID. Um, so yeah, unlike us, I wear a mask. We're asked to wear a mask. Um, and yeah, like COVID hasn't really affected them. I mean, they're farmers. They live off the land. I mean, um, that's pretty much it. Like, they didn't lose their job. They didn't get sick because they're not around like a lot of people. Everyone in that town never rarely leaves their town because they're indigenous. They don't have money to leave the town. Um, so it's not like they're gonna leave it. Um, so yeah, they're doing good. There's hasn't been any cases of COVID. None of them have gotten COVID. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I should have talked about vaccines too, but so basically, my uncle, I don't know how old he is, but he got the COVID vaccine. My dad got the COVID vaccine. That's pretty much it. Of all of my relatives, those are the only people that have gotten the COVID vaccine. Um, I don't know how my dad got the COVID vaccine. I assume because he works in an environment, that they mention. So, yeah, I don't know because like my mom and my dad were supposed to get the COVID vaccine, and then my dad, he went early, so he got it, and then they told my mom that because she was under 65 or whatever, she couldn't get it. They're like BSing and stuff. So my mom didn't end up getting it. They're like, you gotta wait. They made her waste like 3 hours waiting to get the COVID vaccine, and they're like, no, you can't. I don't know. I was pissed. I was mad that day. Um. So yeah. That's it. And then for my cousins, like my cousins, they live in the city, in Mexico. Um, so they live in the city, and pretty much it's kind of the same thing as here in LA. All the stores closed down. They were asked to go to work, but like keep distance, and like there was a pause in work, so they'd be like, oh yeah, stay home until we figure something out. So a lot of times like they kind of stayed home, but then eventually like again they started calling them back. um so like now everybody's back to work. And um for my cousins, like everybody's back to work. So they're working, and they've kind of like adjusted their like way of life, I guess, kind of. Like, for example, I don't know if this is like now, but like 2 months, 3 months ago, one of my cousins, they would like go to their boss's house. They would pick them up and they would drop them off, or I think they would take a taxi and then they would drop them off themselves back home. So I think that's like the way they worked it out, I guess. Just so that my cousin doesn't get exposed to COVID, or exposes them to COVID. So yeah, that's like a few. Like everybody has tried to make adjustments to everyone's situation. You know, not everyone's. I don't know. Like I don't know. I just find it like kind of nice that like um people could be accommodating. You know, like because it's a complicated issue. You know, so I just find it kind of nice that like like they're, how do you say, like like for example my cousin's situation where like they take her to work and they bring her back. It's kind of nice. I think they're thinking about my cousin. They're good bosses. There's a good boss and stuff. Because I don't know how it is for everyone. I don't know like how some people treat others. So I'm not sure for everyone's situation, but like my brother, he missed like already like a lot of days at work, like back then and now, and he got paid for all those. So I mean, I don't know. I maybe they're lucky. They're lucky to have good job, good boss. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like, cause you do hear stories about like horrible things happening out there. Like, I don't know. That's really hasn't happened to my family. Again, like I said, my mom's boss, one of her bosses, gives her money, like even though my mom's not gonna work. So that's like. But then again, my mom has been working for her for like a lot of years. So I mean, it just depends on everything. So I don't know. I guess we're grateful. Yeah, we're grateful. And like we're grateful that we've been able to pay rent because some people have not been able to pay rent and stuff. But yeah, we've been paying rent. We've been paying our bills and stuff. I guess I don't know. Well, not me, not me. Uh, but my situation is different. It's another story. But yeah, I think that's it. That's how COVID has affected us. I guess. Mm, like no one has died in my family from COVID. Mm, no one has lost their job because of COVID. Um, we've been paying rent, so we haven't like, and we haven't like, we've just been good. We've been okay. Um, yes, I don't know if we're lucky or whatever. But we're doing good, I guess. Yeah, we're doing good. My family's doing good, which is good. Like, cause then a lot of people are not doing good like all over the world. So we're doing good, and that's good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I really haven't visited my family. I visited like my cousins, like a couple months ago. During COVID. Yes, I visited my cousins and they're doing good. It was nice seeing my cousins. But yeah, like not, like ever since like I over the summer, I want to visit my cousins over the summer. But after that, like I really haven't left the house. I only left the house, to be honest. I only left the house was because it was summer in LA. Like in Los Angeles, California was summer, and I couldn't take the heat. Like I was like, I was just I was just not feeling good. Like my mood and everything was horrible because I get anxiety, and then having anxiety and hot weather, that triggers like just many emotions, many things, and I was just like wasn't feeling it. So like, you know what? I'm gonna go to visit my family because it's like raining season. It's like it's not that hot, so like might as well go over there visit them. When I went over there, I just stayed at home, with rain most of the time. And yeah, that's pretty much the last time I left, left anywhere. I really haven't left anywhere besides that. But like, yeah, after that, like, I was like, no, I don't want to leave the house anymore. um, so I really haven't left the house after that. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I already said that's pretty much it like 3 times. Okay, but yeah, that's it, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Mm, that's it.